Alright, what's up guys? So, today I'm going to be working with an impact. And I just wanted to go ahead and tell you guys that anytime you use an air tool, I know it says it probably on your bottle of air tool oil. And it probably says it somewhere on your air tool. Oil daily. Take heed. Oil your tools. Always use lube. Let me put a couple drops up in there. Alright, so I woke up this morning to that. We're at my dad's house right now, where the air compressor is. So I've got this, you might can see it right there. Yeah, buddy. Chunk of metal in my tire. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I did the free lowering of the suspension. Look at that wheel gap. Alright. Mr. Snap-on, Mr. 22mm. Put you on there. Put you over here. Get Mr. Jack here. And we're gonna find a nice safe place to jack this up at. That looks good right there. Yep. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're off the ground. All right. Oh, crap. Always use jack stands. Guys, I cannot tell you how very important jack stands are. I'm only using one. Use two. Put them in a safe spot. Looks safe to me. And we're gonna let the jack down just a little bit. Well, I say that. And keep some pressure on it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's get this wheel off. Nice. Alright. So, the first thing we're going to do is, well, if you don't know where the hole is in your tire, you're going to want to put some air in it. And you want to take some soap and water, and you want to spray your whole tire, this whole area right here, all the way around. And you're going to look for bubbles. And since I know where my hole is and I can see it, I am not going to do that. I will, however, show you when it happens to me again. Well, you know, I said I knew where it was. Now I look dumb. There's a shard of metal in here somewhere. Hey, there she is. Oh yeah. Maybe she can be repaired. That's not too bad. Alright. So once you've located your hole in your tire, or obstruction in your tire, you're going to want to grab your, needle nose? Yeah, needle nose pliers, or your man tweezers, or whatever you want to call them, and grab right onto that little piece of metal and yank it straight out. Look at that. Wow. Wow, that looks like the tip of a knife. Crazy. I wonder where I got that from. Okay. So we've got the metal out. Now your next step, honestly, is going to be removing this valve stem. And, well, I guess you don't technically have to do this, but I'm going to do this because my tire is already flat. Well, I say I'm going to do this. My tire is already completely flat, so there is no use for me to have this in here. It's going to make things easier on me. Valve stem core. Okay. So, we know where our hole is. It's right here. We're going to take our reaming tool, or our rougher-upper, whatever you want to freaking call it. You're going to slide it right into that hole. And I say slide it, but really, it's more of a shit show. Right, well, once you do get that in, and I apologize for the camera rotation. I know it's terrible. All I have is my phone to film on. So once you get this in, you're going to want to push it up and down, in and out of the hole, probably about 10 times. You want it to free it up a little bit. And what you're doing right now, oh, and don't be afraid to give it a little twist too. But what you're doing right now is actually cleaning the tire so that the plug has something to hold on to. Okay, now that we're done with that, you're going to want to take your plug tool. Looks something like this. I recommend using T-handles. They make the world of difference. They're cheap, plentiful. Alright, let's get a plug in this. Alright, cool. So we've got our plug in the tool. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take some of this rubber cement right here. And you don't have to do this. I only do this because I like my extra security. But anyway, we're going to take that rubber cement and we're going to pour some all over that hole. And all over this. And we're going to shove this into that hole. And we're going to pull it out real quick and it's going to stay there. I'll be right back. So we've got our rubber cement on. We've got it covered, our plug, and we've got it in the hole. Oh, come on, camera. We've got it in the hole. We're going to let it tack up just a minute, and then we're going to shove this right on through the hole. It takes a lot of force now, and you're only going to shove it about halfway in, and then rip it out real quick. Let me show you what the aftermath looks like. Alright, so we've got it, oh, come on camera, we've got it halfway pushed in, we've got glue all over it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to give a real firm tug, and I apologize ahead of time for the camera. I'm doing this with one hand. See how that worked? Now, what I like to do, and y'all don't have to do this, is I like to twist these. Twist them together, and they'll pretty much stick together. They're so sticky. I twist them together and let them sit there and dry. And then you're going to want to let this glue dry. And then you're going to take your razor blade or your side cutters and you're going to cut this off flat with the tire. And the only reason you want to do that is because you don't want these little phalange looking things. You don't want those catching crap on the road and ripping your plug out or damaging your tire any further. So really, your best bet is just to cut it off flat. It'll wear with the tire, and this is really a temporary solution. You should never ride on your tire for more than it takes you to go to get a new tire. But I'm going to ride it till it goes all the way out. So I'm just going to take my side cutters here. We're going to, well, take this and just cut it off flat. We're going to do one at a time. Be patient. It is like a rubber, tire plug, so it's not instantaneous. And cut that off flat, and look at there. I bet you that thing holds air too. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to reinstall either a new valve stem core, or if your old one is good and you're cheap like me, you just go ahead and put your old one back in. These things, almost quite literally a dime a dozen. You can go to Walmart, spend $2 and get 4 of them and a tool to remove it. I didn't say that. I'm going to stick this back in here. Give it a twist. And these things, guys, you do not want to over tighten. You just put it in there, and when it stops turning, pull your tool out. That's it. No more. Sorry. That's annoying. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill the tire back up to 40 psi, and we're going to check for leaks again. Yay!